Avenging Ghosts, a short horror story by Vahid Sajadifar.
On a chilly autumn afternoon, Mina and her friends were gathered in their university dormitory, discussing their academic projects. Mehrdad, one of Mina's friends, had recently written an article about abandoned houses and ghosts. He suggested that they visit an abandoned house for their research project. Mina and the others, intrigued by the idea, decided to go to one of the most famous cursed houses near a small village. They planned to spend an entire week in the house to conduct thorough research. Mehrdad prepared a detailed map of the area, and Mina, along with Sarah and Ali, packed their necessary equipment. This included flashlights, a camera, notebooks, food supplies, and several books on ghosts and local legends. Upon arriving at the village, the locals looked at them with concern. An old man named Karbala-i-Jafar approached them and warned, "You have no idea what you're dealing with. That house is cursed. Many have gone there before you and never returned." However, Mina and her friends were determined and paid no heed to the old man's warnings. On a rainy afternoon, they reached the house. It stood amidst a dark and mysterious forest. As they stepped inside, the smell of dampness and decay hit their noses. The house was large and labyrinthine inside, with dark rooms and winding corridors. They decided to divide the rooms and explore different sections individually. On the first night, faint moans could be heard from the empty rooms. While Mina was writing her notes, she heard a whisper calling her name. She decided to follow the sound and soon realized it was coming from an old mirror in the attic. In the mirror, the face of a woman with tear-filled eyes appeared and said in a trembling voice, "Help me." The next morning, Mina shared the story of the woman in the mirror with her friends. Mehrdad suggested they investigate the house's history further. They returned to the village and found information about the house's previous owners in the local library. The house had belonged to a man named Amir Ali Khan, who was notorious for his cruelty and ruthless killings. Mina and her friends returned to the house and found an old box in one of the rooms containing Amir Ali Khan's letters and notes. In these notes, he confessed to his brutal murders. Mina felt that a significant secret was hidden in the house, and they had to uncover it at any cost. On the third night, they gathered in the living room, discussing their plans for the next day. Sarah felt tired and told her friends she was going to her room to sleep early. She took a small flashlight and went up the wooden stairs to her room. Mina and the others were reviewing their notes and research findings in the living room when suddenly, they heard a loud scream from upstairs. They all jumped up in fear and rushed to Sarah's room. When they reached the door, it was closed, and there was no sound from inside. Mina, with trembling hands, opened the door and looked inside in astonishment. The room was completely empty, with no sign of Sarah. Her flashlight was on the floor, casting a faint light on the wall. They frantically searched all the rooms and corridors of the house but found no trace of Sarah. Mina, staring at the walls in terror, said Sarah couldn't have just vanished. Something or someone took her. Mehrdad tried to calm them down, saying, "We need to stay calm and think rationally. It's possible Sarah is still in the house, and we just haven't found her yet." In the attic, they approached the old mirror and suddenly saw Sarah's face in it, pleading for help with fear and panic. The spirit of the woman also appeared beside Sarah and said in a sorrowful tone, "The only way to save us is to reveal the truth. You must bring justice for us." Mina and her friends decided to revisit Amir Ali Khan's letters and notes and examine them more carefully. In one of the letters, Amir Ali Khan confessed to murdering his wife and children to obtain his wife's wealth. They guessed that the woman's spirit they saw in the mirror must be Amir Ali Khan's wife, now seeking justice. Mehrdad suggested that they conduct a séance to summon the spirits and communicate with them to uncover the truth. They carefully followed the instructions from an old ritual book. Lighting candles, they formed a circle around the old mirror. The soft, flickering light filled the room. They recited the incantations in trembling voices, and suddenly the house shook. A cold breeze arose from nowhere, causing the candle flames to waver. Then, a terrifying face appeared in the old mirror. Amir Ali Khan, the ruthless murderer. Amir Ali Khan, with red eyes and a face full of anger and hatred, stared at Mina and her friends and said in a deep, harsh voice, "You fools have walked into your own sacrifice tonight." Mina, trying to conceal her fear, responded firmly, "We are here to seek justice. You must answer for your crimes." Amir Ali Khan laughed evilly. "Justice? You know nothing of justice. I had power, and anyone who stood in my way had to be eliminated. This house, this wealth, everything was mine, and I did whatever it took to keep it." Mehrdad, seeking more understanding, asked, "Why did you kill so many innocent people? What was your motive?" With a cold, ruthless look, Amir Ali Khan replied, "Innocent people. They were obstacles to my goals. To achieve limitless power and wealth, I had to remove everyone in my way. They meant nothing, they were merely tools for me to reach my desires." Mina, her voice shaking but firm, said, "But now you're trapped. The innocent spirits you killed seek revenge, and we are here to fight for them." Amir Ali Khan shouted angrily, "Never. You cannot stop me. I will rule this house forever, and their spirits will always be under my control. Soon, your spirits will join them too." At that moment, the wailing of spirits echoed around them. The spirits of Amir Ali Khan's victims appeared in the room, looking at him with tear-filled eyes and pain. One of the spirits, a woman, said with a trembling voice, "You killed us unjustly, but now it's time for you to answer." The spirits of Amir Ali Khan's two sons appeared, and with eyes full of tears said, "We wish our mother had never let us be born to experience having a father like you. No creature in this world is as vile as you, who killed his own children for greed and wealth. Shame on you, father." The spirit of Amir Ali Khan was visibly shaken by his murdered children's words. It was as if the humanity that had been dormant in him for years was awakening. Tears streamed from his eyes, and his sobs filled the room. As he wept, his spirit began to fade and eventually disappeared entirely. Mina and her friends looked around and saw that the spirits of the victims were now calm and free. The woman's spirit smiled gently at Mina and said, "You have freed us. Now we can rest in peace, thank you." Mina, with tears in her eyes, replied, "It was Amir Ali Khan's own children who revived the humanity in him. You are now free. Go in peace." One by one the spirits vanished, and a soft light filled the room. Mina and her friends felt a heavy burden lift from their shoulders. They looked at each other, and with satisfied smiles, left the house, confident that justice had been served and the innocent spirits had found peace. With the malevolent spirit gone, Sarah was also freed from the mirror and rejoined her friends. They looked at each other, feeling a sense of calm and liberation. The spirits of the victims were now at peace, and the cursed house had become a place of tranquility. Mina and her friends returned to the village and shared their story with the locals. Karbala Jafar, with tears in his eyes, thanked them, saying, "You are the bravest people I have ever met. Now our village can live in peace." After returning to university, Mina and her friends published the results of their research in a scientific paper. The article not only told the story of the avenging spirits but also explored the psychological and cultural aspects of local legends. Mina and her friends' article caught the attention of the media, and they were invited to participate in television and radio programs. Their story quickly spread across the country, and people praised their courage and bravery. However, the experience of that terrifying night always stayed with them. Every year they returned to the village to check on Karbala Jafar and the local residents, ensuring that everything remained peaceful.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.